Hello and welcome down to the Canary Islands. We are currently at Las Palmas Airport in the Canary Islands. La Palma Airport it is called. You probably know the Canary Islands are pretty famous. You have islands like Tenerife, you have the airports of Tenerife south and north. You've also got Fuerteventura and Lanzarote, Las Palmas as well. We are at La Palma Airport today, and we're heading down south to the most westerly island of El Hierro Airport. We are expecting a very short runway today for today's flight. It has a runway length of 4,101 meters, which is going to really test this aircraft's capability, the Airbus A319. It does stop pretty quickly, as you guys will know. We've flown this aircraft quite a lot. Don't yet have the sound pack for it. It is just the basic F-mod sounds, which is, don't sound awful actually. In fairness, they do sound better, a lot better than they ever used to. So yeah, I am planning on getting the sound mod for it at some point, but I have just bought the 787, which will be coming in a future video. There's a few things I'm still learning to use the operations and fly that aircraft. Anyway. But we are flying the Iberia Airbus A319. Since I did my last video as well, I did have a cough, and it did get worse for the last 3 or 4 days. Today is the first day where I've started to feel a little bit better. It's starting to go away, which is good. Yeah, so if I do cough in this video, I do apologise. I'll try and edit it out as much as I can. So yes, today's flight is going to be a 27-minute flight down south. A 60 Newton mile flight. Air distance is 98 miles, ground distance is 101 miles, but that's because we go out to a certain waypoint in the sea at first of Araco, and then down into the local airport. So if you want to, this base is going to be an island hopping. We're going to do another video of where we fly to the next airport, and then we'll just carry this on. So this is going to be the first one today, and we're going to be flying down to El Hierro Airport, one of the smaller runways on the Canary Islands, and I'm very much looking forward to this. So I'm going to do the startup procedure here. I'm going to start up the aircraft, and will pretty much join me as I will be starting up the engines. I'll program the FSC, get the aircraft all set up, and then we'll get our pushback going, and you'll join me as we are on our pushback.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Alright guys, so we have now done our pushback. We have started up our engines. We are pretty much here ready to go. We're going to go ahead and touch our taxi lights on and runway turn off lights on. I don't want to see if our signs were on, but for some reason they no, maybe I didn't turn them on. Anyway, see if our signs are on now. Other than that, we're pretty much going through everything here. We're going to go ahead and turn off the APU bleed. When appropriate, you can stay on. Engine 1 and 2 anti-ice wing can stay on as well. Other than that, we're looking pretty good. We've got our lights on, but we're all good here. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. I haven't flown this aircraft in a while, the Airbus A319, but it's flying the Airbus so much it comes to me, like with the 737-800, well, not the 737-800 so much. I mean, I still I'm learning that plane, but I've been flying it now for a while. But like, for example, the Boeing 787, it just takes you time to learn. The first day or two, it just took me a while. And it's actually, in fairness, the Magnite 787 guys, I'm not really sure about it, to be honest with you. It's a bit, when landing, it can be a little bit weird. When you put the flaps down, it goes really floaty. And then sometimes it can be really hard to land. The VNAV doesn't work very well. And also, well, I'm going to explain it in a simple way. The beeping that you would get when you don't put the flaps down, for example, on a 737-800, you seem to get really bad in the Boeing 787. I have flaps set full in the correct config. I also haven't got the speed brake up. I've got it tuned in on the VNAV and into the FMC what flaps I'm using for my departure, and it still doesn't like it. So there's a few things that I don't like about it, but I'll talk about that more when we fly the Magnite 787. I will fly it for a video. Yeah, if I've still got the beeping problem, then I'll probably just use the... Does it have bump in the runway? You never get bump in the runway. No, it's not. So, straight out of here, and then left, and then backtrack 36. There's no ATC, we're not on VATSIM today, we're just doing some fun island hopping. They're all pretty small airports, so I guess it's decently realistic to not have planes around in terms of like the airport. So yeah, runway 36, going to touch down to the end of this runway. And then we're going to backtrack 36 here and come back the other way. So yeah, looking forward to this flight down to El Hierro airport, and then I don't know where I'm going to go from here, probably to the next island across. I want to do this for a little while. I do want to do some flights as well from England and Europe down here as well. That was something I'm definitely going to do as well at some point. I did a flight yesterday. I did a practice flight. I've done my second flight, third flight in the Boeing 787. I did it from Palma de Mallorca airport, up in the islands just off the coast of Spain, in the north. And I flew to Bergen. It was a fun flight. Went really well actually. The RNAV descended me decently nicely, and yeah, it was all pretty good. Anyway. But except from there was went a little bit low speed. That's the only thing I don't like as well. It does really odd things on the approach. But I'll explain that more when we fly the aircraft. Anyway, let's focus on this flight. We're flying down to El Hierro. Beautiful scenery as well. We've got the Spanish Ultra HD scenery. If I remember, I'll leave a link in the description to it. Anyway, let's go ahead and set 40% power. Just realised as well, probably should drop my flaps. That'd probably help. It's quite a short taxi there, and I was just waffling on about the Magnite 787 because can't stop flying that plane. That's what I've done the last couple of days. All right, 40% power. Sorry about the cough. 40% power set. Release those brakes. Then the lights as well can come on. And toga. 60 knots, 80 knots, 100, 120, 140, V1, and rotate. What's the rate? Gears going up. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. Positive climb, V2 checked. We're not going to do that. It wants to go to the left for some reason. That shouldn't be the case. We'll climb out to the right here. Purely because it's not safe to climb out to the left. Because of those mountains. So we'll climb out to the right. We are manually flying this now as well. And what we'll do as well, whilst we climb out here, we'll go direct, set the auto throttles on as well. We'll go direct, Arraco, and we'll insert that, and then we'll press the autopilot. There we go. And the autopilot will climb us out nicely. Look how far down that is. That was a quick climb out of here today. That is beautiful. Alrighty, and we're just reaching our cruise already. Pretty light on today's flight, so we got up to 11,000 very quickly. Yeah, so that is how quick that is. Top of the descent again is in, well, we're going to reach Raco, and there you go, it's already asked us to enter destination data. So we're going to enter, I can't even talk. We're going to get to Raco in around about 3 minutes time, and then 3 minutes after, it's probably less than that actually. Well, no, yeah, about 2 minutes I'd say, and then top of the descent. Because we have live time on, I can't know exactly because we're flying in the morning and in real time it's 6:52 in the evening, so we wouldn't know exactly. But it's 8:37, so that's 3 minute difference. So it's about 4.5 minutes until top of descent. So what we're going to do is clear the destination data thing, the warning, and we'll go to Perth, and we'll go to next phase, and we'll go to our QNH. So now we need to go to our QNH for El Hierro. We've already got it loaded up. So this is on my other monitor. You guys can't see this, as you probably know. So QNH is 1024. Temperature on the ground is 21 degrees. Magnitude is 50 degrees at 15 knots. So we've got a bit of a crosswind. That's actually quite a strong wind. It's actually crossing across runway 34, which is our landing runway. It's just slightly on the on a headwind for us. We're expecting an MDA of 12, and we can enter that in. And then RadNav has already been entered. This is good. Yeah, already been entered. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, it's pretty much straight into top of descent. Very quickly we start our descent in towards El Hierro Airport. Alrighty, so as we've already got everything ready here for arrival, we pretty much programmed most of it in before we departed when we were on the ground. So all we need to do is click this, and once we click this in, it will go to have a little dot here like this, and this will then be able to send us down to our required altitude. We'll do that in just a second when we reach top of the descent. I think we'll probably do it right about now actually. We'll select that now, and then what that do is that will start the plane's altitude, and it will descend us down to flight level 3000. It says here, if you see, Hierro 5300. So it will get us for altitudes in between there and all the way down in for our arrival. And then this is here where we will arrive. I was just looking at the distance track, 17 Newton miles, 252. Yeah, that's fine. And that is. Yeah, and then there's our final approach in for 3-4 there, which is nice. So yeah, other than that, we're on the top of our descent into Hierro already. Alrighty then, so we are turning right base for El Hierro Airport. When we're doing a visual approach today, here at 3,000 feet, we're going to start to set flaps here. We're going to bring our speed down to 180 knots, and we'll start to slow this aircraft down. We have just gone past the airport, just flying parallel with it, and that way we're making our final right turn here and getting ready for our final approach into El Hierro Airport. This very short runway here, and there we go, we're just starting it here. There's that right turn in, and we can go ahead and go down to here. Next phase, and we can. Oh, the approach phase has been activated. Perfect. So flaps can go notch 2. Slow down the aircraft here to 160 knots. I don't know why the aircraft's still turning. Go ahead and cancel the autopilot there. I think what's happening is it's trying to find the flight path, the flight path, but it clearly gets lost. So you find that sometimes with the MCDs, and same with FMCs on the Boeing, and they can sometimes get a bit lost when it veers off course. So you have to use heading bugs to line it up. It's okay, they were doing a visual approach there anyway, so it's fine. And we'll line up here to our left, and we should be pretty much straight. So we'll probably turn autopilot back on in just a second. As we line ourselves back up. If you are
2,500
MVFR conditions, or your IFR conditions, then you would have to obviously, if you're in the clouds, you'd use headings to line yourself back up with the nav there. But well, you could use joystick, but you've got to try and keep yourself perfect attitude here. Let's go ahead and activate the approach mode as well. Get us lined up. Good height at the moment. You see here, this line for some reason hasn't lined us up. It stops here. It should be. We should be okay. We have the what's it called? No, it's going to line us up here. So we're going to turn the approach mode off. I'm going to go visual for the runway here. A little bit high. We have four white lights, which means we're a little bit too high on the approach. It's fine at the second. And as we gonna have to drop this a little bit quicker here. We'll wreck our speed right back now as well. And a little bit of speed brake action here as we are a little bit high. Try and shave off a little bit of altitude here. It's better to be too high than too low though. A little bit more flaps as well. There's now flaps full.
1,000.
Quite a high approach. This is a really short runway, so we've got to get this right. It could go for a go around if it does come a little bit too much. And gear, for some reason I did put to go down, but it hasn't come down. Come down please, gear.
500.
Gear.
Gear's coming down.
400.
Gear is now down. Still too high. No, we're right now.
300. 200. 100. 50.
Short throttle.
40.
We're down.
30. 20. Retard. 5.
Reverse is out. Manual braking. And we've got an acceptable landing. And welcome down on the ground to El Hierro. The call out's a little bit odd there. Went 2030. Maybe it's just supposed to descend a little bit too quickly, but yeah, we got the correct QNH in, so that wouldn't make any difference. That's weird. Anyway, welcome to El Hierro. We made it down the ground. I thought it was gonna be tight. A little bit of a high approach. Gear came down a little bit late, but no, it's all part of flying with Iberia and the Airbus A319. There we go. I did press the gear down button, but I'm not sure. Pressed on my joystick. Sometimes that happens. I press on the joystick, it doesn't work. The keyboard always works. You can rely on the keyboard. So normally I do gear down on keyboard. But I have like some controls on keyboard and on joysticks. Yeah, welcome to El Hierro Airport. Local time is I can't even see it. Local time is, what is local time? Where's my local time? Where is my local time? No, where's my clock? Local time, there it is. 8:54 local time. So very nice indeed. We're going to vacate here at Delta. And go ahead, turn our land lights off when we come off the runway. So we come off here at Delta. The Delta Charlie Bravo and Alpha. It's quite a simple little airport here, El Hierro. I don't know where we're going to put this thing. Actually, wait, we come off it. Let's not come off at Delta because that's no real. Oh, that's just a stand. Is that a stand? We've gone past it now. We can take. This tiny little airport. This is why they don't operate Airbuses into this airport. Or any real big airlines. I saw the Binter aircraft, the airline Binter that operate in Canary Islands, Island Hop all round, and their ATRs. That's why they come here to this airport. But we're gonna just put it here. I think pretty nice indeed. We're very happy with that, and we can line it up like so. And we'll just stop it. There, I guess there's space here. I guess each aircraft has its own sort of pods. There's 4 stands basically, or 3, whatever. I mean, depending on how big the aircraft is. Let's get those landing lights off now as well, and we can go back to the outside of the aircraft. We'll line her up a little bit better. There we go. That's a bit better. Wonderful. We'll go ahead then and turn off runway, turn off. Tungsten lights can come off. Wing lights, beacon, strobe. Actually, no, what am I doing? I need to turn off the engines first. Let's go. Engine 2 can come off. Flaps can come up as well. Engine 2 on the shutdown. And engine 1 can now come off as well, so the brake can also go up. That would be nice. That is all that. Let's go ahead. Get some external power in here. Let's go plugins, ground handling. We can also, if we use plugins, ground handling, show control widget. We can also go here, and here. We don't need the catering. We're just unloading, and they can walk off into the terminal here, and the GPU as well. And yeah, that is pretty much that. We can connect the external power up. Very nice indeed, and everything opens up just before it gets there. But the Iberia luggage loaders come over once again. I love this Iberia. This is one of the nicest packs on ground handling. It looks the best, I think. The Iberia ground handling. Yeah, this livery on these ground handling vehicles look the best. It's one of my favourite ones. And Iberia flies to a lot of these airports around here. Actually, I don't think they fly to El Hierro, but they do fly to one we just come from, most of the Spanish Charlottes, obviously being a Spanish-owned, one of the main airlines in Spain. So yeah, anyway, hope everybody enjoyed that flight. I certainly did. Thank you everybody so much for being with us today. We're going to carry on this next series sort of thing. These little flights around the Canary Islands. We'll go ahead and go to our next one soon. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon in the next one. Have a good one. Bye bye.